Hey guys, Susanna here. Well, I'm finally getting started on my journal of stitchery piece. I was going to do something else today and it came in the mail, the Rachel pieces. So I got, this was the mixed one. I was thinking of putting her on the front cover. So you get 3 of these, and then I got the long one, which I'll show you in a minute. Here's the long one where the journaling page. So I'll incorporate these bits and pieces in with it. And what I'm going to do, like I showed you in the previous video, I have got this. And I'm going to turn this into my journal, and I'm going to just glue this onto here. So that's been covered. Then I will use this as a cover. So basically my field, I'm going to do field notes and do all that, maybe put the girl on there, that lady, because she sort of fits in with the era. So that is my actual journal. It's a perfect size, really. So just get yourself a, a toasted muesli, whatever, like cereal box. So I'll be doing that. I'll do that in the background, and I'll show you the finished cover when I'm done. So that can go there. And the first prompt is spring bulbs. So as you know, we're doing the Botanical Beauties, so I am going to be doing the daffodil. So I photocopied that off, and also got some inspiration from other books like England is a Garden, and then this was Victorian, all that sort of stuff. So I thought I'll use this as inspiration. I traced that one because you can trace these. So this is where I'm at. So I traced that one, but I made it suit me, and then I just drew the bulb. And I'm going to paint it in a little, and then I'm going to be working on, I've got this nice saying. Where are we? Oh, I was going to show you this too. It's really cute. The Treasury of Flowers. Here it is. The daffodil. The Daffodil Fairy. It's got a really nice song of the Daffodil Fairy. So, it might be nice to have a bit of a saying. It's just all inspiration. So gorgeous. So I thought I'd show you that. I'm all over the place. So what I was thinking, I liked this. This was from a page, which is here somewhere. Here it is. I cut that out, and it had the word. That was from the English thingy. It had the word daffodil, so I'm going to use that. And my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. I wandered as a lonely cloud. It was Wordsworth, and I just liked that one. I thought I was going to make up a tag, so I'll probably grab the leftover bits. Where is it? Oh, I'm all over the place. I'm also going to be using, thinking of using that. I got that kit from when the Roxy girls were on Green Door, and I wasn't able to make it, but I got the kit. So I'm going to use the bits and pieces, and this is too small, so I'll probably use this maybe for the next one they do. But I'll sit down. What I was thinking of doing was making a tag. So I'll put maybe some, like I want to do it with a bit of fabric as well. So I'll put a little pocket here, maybe a pocket with some fabric, and I want to slip this tag in here. So I might do that to see if I can try and get in there. That's just the other part of the cereal box. So that's something I want to do. But today while I've got you, and I've painted it. I was going to you know, draw on something and then stick it on, but because you know, this is fairly thin and I was able to see through that with a light box, so I traced it and I drew it straight on there. So I'd like to do a bit of a drawing. So this is what I'm going to be doing today. Where's this? Got a bit of got my Inktense pencils for my Daffodil. See, they're quite, sort of get the inspiration, they're quite dark on the inside. So I thought I want to do the daffodil part first. So I might lightly colour this in. Here, and maybe on the edges as well. It actually looks like it's got a little bit of brown in there too. So and then maybe do some yellow in the centre. Bit of yellow. We're raining today, not great. I might do brown here. On the edges. So let's see how we go with it. I've drawn it on ink, and hopefully it won't bleed. That's pretty, it's pretty strong. I don't quite want it that strong. Blend it in. This is obviously different type of fabric to normal. It's supposed to be the cotton. I think it's the cotton. I think that's what I asked for. So, well, it bleeds. I have to be careful. I don't mind at this point. It will always dry a little bit lighter, I hope. Yeah, the centre of it is more of an orangey colour, and then the outside is yellow. Okay. Now this is where I've got to be really careful. Because I don't want to bleed it. So maybe I'll just stick to the inside. You see what I'm doing? It's quite intense. That's why it's called Inktense. And yeah, I really don't want to end up with it on the thing. Gotta be so careful. I'm quiet when I'm painting. I always get quiet. Okay. Try and keep it like that. There we go. Well, that definitely looks like a daffodil, doesn't it? Now we're going to do some leaves, and they're quite a greeny colour. So this is actually called field green. Pretty bright, but what we might do is just indicate it, because I really don't want it to be bleeding. Just do a little bit. Now I think the stem, probably more browny green mixed in with it. And then the bulb is where are we? I think I will go with this mustardy colour. Yeah, I think that's the bulby colour. Hopefully we're in. Yep. Yeah, you definitely know it's the right thing. So you feel like you're doing some doing the ear holding thing by doing watercolour. And now let me have a look. I've got my phone here. I had a photo gallery that I took. Yes, it'll be a bit browner on the bottom, and then these shoots are yeah. There we go. Have to be careful. Okay, move. My bench is a mess. So I might do just a few little lines. So I got a really fine small brush. So at least I know now that these colours, how this panel reacts to paint. Okay. Might do a little bit more green here. Where are we? Mr. Green. Mixed in with some of this other colour. Okay, now I've got that brown. Which I'm going to mix in with this, because I want a little bit of brown in the base of the bulb, because it seemed a little darker on one side. I mean, you can see how easy this is. I traced it, you know, got a picture of how a bulb is. There is a bulb in that book, I think, on the crocus, but then the crocus bulb is more rounder, whereas these ones are a lot more sort of higher. So I get that in there like that. And I might do a little bit of brown in here too. Just on this. Okay, needs to be a little darker, I think. There we go. Just on the bottom. Okay, so where's this again? Need a little bit more of that to highlight here. Don't want it to bleed. It's even got a little bit of that on the actual piece of the fabric. A little bit more green. Get a bit gamer. I don't know, I don't want to colour in all of it, so I don't mind leaving some. And then I'm going to get this colour and come in, making sure that the stem is a different colour. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'll go to the iron. I think I need a little bit more orange. Not quite orange enough for me. Ooh. This is where this comes in handy. Now, I'll go to the iron and iron that, and I will be back. We'll see how it is. I'll just turn it on. I don't particularly want to stop it just yet, and then I'll give it a quick iron and see, have a look at the damage. Oh, there you can see it underneath. I'm still here, hang 10. Oh, I'm loving it. Really feels like an Edith Holden. Oh yes, it does dry. Dries lighter, which is good. Be back. That ink pen is really quite has sort of bled a little bit. Okay, here we go. Move that out of the way. And you can have a look. Isn't that pretty? See, that's much better. It's not so intense and looks a little bit more like this little guy here. Gee, it looks really orange on the camera, but it's not. But so, okay, well, I'll move this out of the way and clean up a little bit. And here's this panel. I'll show you. So gorgeous. Well, you've probably already seen it. They sort of all a little bit different. I think her one started here. Yeah. So I'm really hoping that they line up. If they don't line up a certain one, it doesn't. Who says you have to have it in order? Yeah, I may. That just happened to work with the Daffodil, and this should work with it, with whatever I've got, because it's fairly plain. But then the ones with this on there, if something comes in future, I can use that. So we'll just see how we go. So I'm not going to be stitching it all on. I'll probably invisible stitch this onto the page now, and then I'll leave it just in case I've got to draw something, because I'm going to stick it onto that. I've got calico that I'm going to be stitching it onto in the background. So it should be good. Now, so what I was wanting to do, my ink pens, I think they were supposed to be here somewhere, but I can't find them. But that's okay, because we've got this. I was gonna just maybe colour this daffodil. There we go. So it's got a bit of a tinge. Okay, now what I want to do, thought I'd try Corinne's trick. Blue stick, yeah, which is not blue. Yeah, this one's blue. And vanishing purple. And Kmart. So there is this little piece that I was going to use. Oh my goodness, there's just stuff everywhere. Come on. There's my little bit of calico. Are you serious? Bits of calico everywhere. Just want one little piece, which I did cut off, but I can't find it. You can probably see it from where you are, or I've got it sitting here. Here it is. So what I'm going to do is just maybe just glue this. Stick that on. Let's have a look if we can find. I'm going to let these dry a little bit too. I don't want these, you know, damaging my thing. So we're in 22 minutes already. Okay, I've got my little packet of goodies. So I've got a bag of bits. And ooh, this sort of looks a bit like a daffodil, doesn't it? Don't mind that. Just seeing what it's going to be going with. Okay, really feels like a Rachel thing with all these. Oh, that colour's go nice, doesn't it? They're so pretty. I like that too. Got bits of calico, bits of hemp by the looks of it. Oh, that's pretty. I'm wondering if I can put that on the front. I think I might. Just little bits like that. And some lace. So, ooh. Now doesn't that sort of remind you of daffodil? That is nice. I think me gonna use that now. Saves me having to look up. I think that might be the go. for what I want at this point. Actually don't mind. Yeah, that's going to go on the front cover, or maybe even just off to the side, because it's sort of, it's not daffodil, but it's got daffodil-y colours. So that's good too. Ooh, they all work. Okay, so what I'm going to do, where's that? Here's the pole. I actually just like, and I want it as a lonely cloud. I don't know if I like that part, but I do have I've got another daffodil which I may stick on there, but I may not. I just like the same. I wonder if I could stick that underneath. Okay, I don't want it to be too big actually, to be honest. I think I'm making a big mess is what I think. I think this needs to be straight. There we go. So get rid of all these. And I want some of that. Just looks like a flower. Does it tear? It does. Beauty. I'm going to just stick it on, and then I'll probably stitch around it. This so reminds me of my journaling days. It just does seem like a really thin piece, but it just works. I'm going to stick that on, and then I'll cut around later. You know what? I think I'm going to make that into a little pocket. That's going to go as a pocket. I really like it. And that's where that will go in. So that'll probably have to go down here. So, where's my scissors? That are the longer ones here. Just cutting, it'll fray as we go. Geez, I haven't done journaling stuff for absolutely ages. Pretty funny doing it this way. Now, where is it? because I haven't got my ink pen. This will do the trick. And do that as well. Give it a bit of a colour. It's quite shiny. I like how it has a bit of colour sort of dripping. That's the artistic in me. Bit of yellow since we're talking about daffodils. Okay, I'll let that dry. And move that. Right. Over here. Now I'm going to put some of that on because I do like it, but I'd like to keep that. So now I don't know how long this thing is going to be. Might be too long, I think. So we will cut it. It's all good. Don't want to waste this, so I will take it off. That doesn't matter, calico. Don't want to waste that because that's vintage. And where is the saying? I wonder if it's going to be okay. Yep. It's all going to be sewn down, so it's all good. I got that nice flower and I seem to be covering it. I'll put it up a little higher. Have the word daffodil up here. And then that. Okay. And then, even though this isn't a daffodil, it is cute. Or do I paint that? And do the Wordsworth. Have that up there. Ooh. Yeah, methinks I'm going to paint this. Okay. Haven't finished with the painting yet, guys. Or that can go on there. That's what I'm thinking. And then I'm going to do what I might do before I stick it down or stitch it down is do some, you know, turkey work. And then I could use that for something else. And then hand stitch the little pocket. That's going to go there. Quite like that. Don't want to use all of it because little bits like this are quite good. So we'll hold this down with a bit of glue. Should get my glue stick out, but you know, probably buried under here somewhere. And then it'll be folded in. I'll just keep it raw. There we go. Still keep some of the word, and then have it, probably cut it too much, but there we go. That's what we're doing for our first page so far. I might continue, either add more to this video by doing another one, and come back and, you know, like this will be on the bit of calico. So and I've got to do stitching, so I want to stitch this through the calico. So this is something that I'll do a little bit later. And I do sort of want to still see some of the writing. Don't want to get rid of that altogether. So, and then once that's tucked in, there we go, you get to see some of the writing. That's good. Okay, I like. Okay, well, yeah, 37 minutes, that's enough. I'll catch you in the next video where I continue to do a little bit more, and yeah, it should be good. Thanks for watching. Bye.